story. The life of Scony, car enthusiast, the one and only. Hot car hauling, doing house rehabs and concerts with his homies. Also real estate, he gotta invest, come see the vibes. The big homie, life of Scony, just make sure that you subscribe.
What's up, guys and girls? Top of the morning, right? It's actually afternoon. But as you saw, the topic of this video is what are the must-haves that you have to have inside your rig if you're driving HotShot, according to me. So, some of y'all guys are non-CDL, some of y'all CDL. So the top 3 things if you're non-CDL is going to be triangles, fire extinguisher, fuses. So if you have a CDL, you know it's part of the training. They tell you have to have a fire extinguisher, triangles, and extra fuses. It's part of your testing, and it's a requirement. I'm not sure, but they probably can put you out of service if you don't have these things. And the average truck stop actually carries all 3. I think, don't hold me to that. I know they carry triangles. I know they pretty much gonna have fuses. That fire extinguisher, if they trying to make money, they might. Because again, y'all guys get caught out there, get put out of service, you're gonna need that fire extinguisher to get back on road. And you can find them at all your box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart might even carry them. Again, those are the top 3, especially if you're non-CDL. Now, for the rest of my guys out here, still, whether you're non-CDL or not, I personally carry around a 3-ton hydraulic jack. If you can find one bigger, you might want to even get one bigger, but definitely no less than a 3-ton hydraulic jack. I even have a bottle jack, you know, for my trailer, but typically that hydraulic jack get me in there every time. I don't have any issues with a flat tire. I can jack my trailer up even with vehicles on it. I can jack my truck up, of course. And that goes to the next thing. It's going to be, you gotta have an impact gun. And I'm talking about a big heavy duty impact gun. I actually carry the DeWalt, and I keep an extra battery pack on me. The big heavy duty flex. It's probably, I don't know how many AHs it is, but it's the biggest one they carry. I keep a rapid charger in the truck as well, so just in case it's not charged, but it stays charged. But just in case it's not, it only take a few minutes to get it charged up. And again, that makes changing a flat on the road, whether it's on the truck or the trailer, man, I could probably change a flat tire in 5-6 minutes tops, seriously. So I would definitely suggest getting an impact gun. And the proper sockets. Make sure you got the proper sockets, that you know, the sockets that fit your truck and your trailer. And I would even carry an extra one. I mean, certain things you just never have enough, right? So the next thing I would say would be, make sure you carry a tool set. Now I know some of y'all guys are not that good with tools. You don't know how to fix nothing. But hey, sometimes, even if you're that guy that don't know how to fix things, you might run across a person like myself that can, but they don't have a tool set, you know, because they're in their, you know, they're in their wife's vehicle or on a motorcycle. Just bottom line, they don't have a tool set on them, and they may live a nice distance away, still willing to help you. But if you got the tool set right there, right on hand, man, they can get you back on the road quicker. See how that works? So again, I would carry a tool set. What tool set? Typically one of these 100-piece tool sets that will have like multiple ratchet sizes, from the 1/2 inch, 3/8, and a 1/4 inch ratchet with all the sockets. Not skipping any sockets. Don't get one of these little small tool sets from like AutoZone. I mean, those are cool to carry in your car, but for us guys on this road, You want the big tool set. Next thing I would say is to get you some wire strippers, because again, you got these trailers, they got wiring systems that go bad. The brakes are electric, they have wires like these. I'm just telling you the things that I've encountered while I've been on this road. My brakes went out because the wire disconnected. Well, I just so happen to have some wire cutters on me. I had a little extra wire as well, so carry a little extra wire as well. Different gauge wire and some wire nuts. They came in handy, got me back on the road, got my brakes running. Took me probably 10 minutes to fix that situation. Next thing on the list, basically, if you're hauling cars like myself, and even if you're not hauling cars, you need a jump box. You may need a jump on your rig. I have had that situation. I got pulled over by a DOT officer. Didn't get any infractions at all, but he had me sitting out there, and we did a level 1 inspection, and I believe I hit my hazards, or I just had the car in the ignition turned forward. And basically, we were there so long, and I actually stopped at a rest area where he pulled me over. I pulled into a rest area and went inside, used the bathroom, got some vending stuff. By the time I came back out to the truck, the battery was drained, wouldn't start. And I need to use my own jump box to start my rig. Actually wasn't even powerful enough because it has 2 batteries, but guess what? I have 2 jump boxes. So that's what I also would suggest to you guys. Don't just get 1 jump box, get 2, because, and the reason I have 2, honestly, I have towed vehicles, brand new 2023 dualies with dual batteries, and actually the battery was cut out of it, and so it was just the wires. And to start it, I actually needed 2 jump boxes to start it. And I have an actual pretty good heavy duty jump box. You can get them on Amazon. They'll probably run you about 140 bucks, something like that. Don't get a cheapy weepy joint. Don't do it. Get something strong and powerful, heavy duty, that'll start these diesels. And like I said, get 2. You'll thank me later, trust me. Hit the thumbs up button. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. You can thank me now. You don't have to thank me later. So, next on my list of things, I would say this is also a must-have. Keep you some flashlights. Keep you some few of them. I got several. I got small flashlights. I got large flashlights. Even get some spotlights. Whether they're, like I said, I got the DeWalt Impact. So if you get some DeWalt like spotlights that carry that same battery pack, that would help. Because again, if you get you have some issues on the road, when you pull off, I would always suggest don't pull on the shoulder. If you can make it to an exit, get off. At least get on the exit ramp and pull on the shoulder at minimum. But if you can actually still drive, I would get off the road. I would get off the exit, find a big parking lot or something like that. And like I said, because typically that parking lot will be lit up so you can see. But again, it may not. And if that is the case, you got spotlights. So you can light everything up so you can see what you're doing. Because, I mean, working on stuff in the dark is the worst. Because again, you might forget a screw, lose a screw, can't find it, etc. You know what I mean? And they, just don't have to worry about it if you have lights. Another thing I would say, make sure that you have in your vehicle, and this is a double thing, I would have a coat. Now, some of y'all watching, y'all might be in California and you never leave the West Coast, or maybe you're in Florida and you're just local, and a coat is not really necessary. But I'm from Chicago, and I typically, sometime I go that way, and it gets cold out here. So get yourself a coat, but make sure it's got the reflective. Get a reflective coat. That kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and that goes to same thing, but on top of a coat, get yourself a reflective vest. If you are, most of you guys, if you're already out here, you probably got one, but for the guys that's thinking about getting into this is that checklist of things you want to have in your rig, and you're gonna need a vest. Let me tell you why. You'll pull up on a site, especially if you hauling cars. If you go to a place called IAA, Insurance Auto Auction, they are requiring you to wear a vest. Some places, you gotta have a dang on vest to walk in the building. Go figure, right? So that's the thing. You gotta have a vest to walk inside their building, and you definitely gonna have to have a vest when they load your vehicles for you to stand outside. It's a insurance issue, because they don't want to be responsible for you getting hurt, ran over by one of their forklifts, which honestly, it's probably happened, and that's probably why you have to do it. But nonetheless, those are their rules. So just have that safety vest. Just have it in the truck. So, like I said, maybe you've been driving all this time. Maybe you've been driving a year or more, and you've never had to wear a vest, right? And then you finally go to IA or some other place, and they're like, hey, you got a safety vest? You got one. Or, even better, that coat. If it's cold outside and you got that coat on, that's the safety vest. See how that works? So, going on down this list, keep you a first aid kit. You definitely might want to have a first aid kit. Something might happen. If nothing else, it may help someone else. You may run across an accident, and hey, you want to be a good Samaritan for the day, and you pull over, and like I said, somebody's like, who's got a first aid kit? I do. So keep your first aid kit on hand. Zip ties. You wouldn't believe how many times this might come in handy. Just having some zip ties. I actually hit a deer. Luckily it didn't jump or anything. I kind of hit him head on, and he went down, and I rolled over him, right? And all it really tore up is the windshield on the not the glass windshield, but wind diffuser maybe it's called, but it's on the bottom, the very bottom of the bumper. It's just a piece of plastic. It cracked in half, and it was hanging, and I was able to just pull over, grab a couple zip ties. I also keep a drill with me. Don't ask me why, because I never thought I'd use it, but I did. I had to drill holes in the plastic to zip tie it. But again, a drill and some drill bits. So again, you just never know what you need. So some of you guys have all these things sitting around the house anyway. So it won't hurt to just have it with you in the truck, right? So you might want to toss that drill in there with a couple drill bits, different sizes, you know? You never know what'll come in handy. Another thing, and this is not something that you really have to have in the vehicle, but something you might want to do in your truck. My truck, really all my cars are tinted, right? Now, these trucks are probably gonna come with tint on the back windows. You gonna want to tint those front windows. Now, what percent? This is where you'll get a bunch of arguments in the comments. Oh, you'll get pulled over. You this. Look, I personally put 20% on my front two drivers and passenger windows, and I actually have 50% tint on my windshield. And I've been pulled over by DOT several times, and I've never had a problem with tint, not even the front windshield. But trust me, it helps a lot. You're doing a lot of driving in the daytime. The sun glaring, in your face. I don't wear shades when I'm driving. I don't have to. I got 50% windshield tint. So that's an optional. You do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. Makes me no never mind. I'm just saying it's a good suggestion. You might want to do it. You can see this truck right here in the background. My two-door Tahoe. That's 50%. That's 50% on the front windshield. So it's like having sunglasses. Also, I'll show you my rig too. Also, like I said, it just helps, man. It helps. It helps. You can see through it. You can see through it at night pretty good. So again, put the 50% tint on there if you want to. If you don't. It's just a good suggestion, man. Spare tires. Spare tires. You cannot have enough spare tires. Most people have one. I keep two on the wheel, on rims, And I actually keep an extra, just a spare tire, you know, not on the rim for my truck. And you know, of course, the truck has a spare tire underneath. So just can't have enough. I actually went through 2 flats in one day. So, but I kept rolling. 6 minutes, off and on, down the road, same thing. 6 minutes, off and on. It's not slowing up your day. Time is not our friend out here on this road, right? So these are just the things that I keep in my rig. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it can help you guys. Another thing, before I get out of here, straps. You can never have enough straps. I mean, again, if you're hauling cars, of course, you got your over-the-wheel straps. Make sure you got extras, because you could always lose one. Somehow it snaps, breaks, whatever. Just never know. Something that happened to me, I actually, the latch that holds the ramps, it broke off. So the ramps are just bouncing around. You know, you don't want to lose your ramps, right? So I actually had to use a strap. I never fixed it. I just currently use one of the old straps I had. I cut it down, and I used the strap to lock my ramps in place. So again, straps. I actually towed a car, and it was burnt, like completely burned. Didn't have wheels on it. Well, didn't have tires on it to go over to strap it down. So I had to literally just strap across, put 2 straps across the top of it. But I had them. You know, I keep all types of straps with me. You never know the problems you're gonna want. You always want to be prepared for any potential thing that could just come your way. So keep a lot of straps on you, because you might have to strap a hood down. You might have to strap a door closed. You just never know. So just keep some small straps. Big straps, of course, you can get them Home Depot lows. The small straps are around like 14, 15 bucks for 4 of them. So just keep some straps. Keep some straps. And as you drive and they get old, replace your straps, man. And don't throw the old ones away. Keep them. You never have enough straps. They don't weigh that much that you just need to throw them away. So keep some straps around. Also, for my flatbed guys that haul, some of you guys, you know, I haul cars. I talk a lot about cars. So this is something that doesn't refer to people hauling cars like myself. Tarps. You're gonna need some tarps. So if you're gonna get in this business and you're gonna do the flatbeds, you're gonna be hauling some freight, you're gonna need straps and tarps. So you're gonna need tarps, and make sure you get some good tarps. And again, I don't even own any, because I don't haul stuff that needs tarps. But I'm telling you what I would do if I did. I would get some of the best heavy duty tarps that, you know, because here's the thing, you buy cheap stuff, you're just gonna buy it again and again and again and again. You buy some good stuff, you probably buy it once, and you're less likely to ever buy another one, you know, unless you actually need another one. So can't forget your tarps for my freight haulers. Now you got a couple things that are gonna be optional, and that's gonna be things like a winch. It took me a while to get one. I used it probably 3 times, which is why I probably shouldn't have bought it, because the 3 times that I did, I could have passed up on those vehicles and just got something different. And one of those times, actually 2 of the 3, was actually just me helping out a friend. It wasn't, I didn't book these vehicles. It was just a friend saying, hey man, you think you can move this car for me? Yeah. And I had already bought the winch for another vehicle that I didn't use. I was told the vehicle didn't run. Lo and behold, I got the thing started and didn't even need the winch, and just didn't care to take it off and sell it or whatever. I actually got it listed on Facebook Marketplace right now for sale. Nobody wants to give me what I'm asking for it. So like I keep telling people, you don't want to give me what I'm asking. It's brand new. It's only been used 3 times. Look, at the end of the day, it can live rent-free on the back of my trailer. I don't need the cash. It's cool. And another optional thing would be, of course, if you get a winch, I would definitely get some tow hooks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like a little chain, has a circle, looks like a Y or a V, and it has 2 hooks that you can basically hook right by the wheels on the control arms, and it'll make the winching very easy, right? So a winch goes great, pairs very well with tow hooks. And again, you can get these things at Harbor Freight, Northern Tool, any of those places, or on Amazon, of course. Another thing that I would carry around with me is some orange cones. I know I said triangles, and again, triangles it's a requirement for DOT, but orange cones are not. But orange cones, they'll come in handy. So you put those triangles out when you broke down. But if you're in a funny spot, picking up or dropping off a vehicle, you can go and walk back and put those cones out to alert drivers. Because again, this triangle thing is truckers know what those are and what they're for. DOT officers and state troopers, they know what they are and what those are for. The average driver, I don't know. They're used to cones, right? We all know what a cone is about, right? So I would keep 3 cones if you can get the little small ones, or you can get the large ones. They throw right in the back of the bed and they don't take up that much space or weight. And again, when you're in certain little spots, you can put those cones out there and not have to worry about, somebody running into the back of you or something like that. So I would get some cones. I carry them. Currently, I just carry one of the very tall ones, the tall, skinny ones. I got it from, I think, Uline or something like that. But I would get a cone. It'll help. You never know when it just come right in handy, right? Last but not least, get yourself some wood, right? And you thinking, wood? Why would I carry some wood around? So I know we talked about a jack, and I'm telling you why I bought the jack. So at first I didn't have one, and I got a flat. But you're not thinking about a flat when you got brand new tires on everything, truck trailer. You're not thinking about getting a flat. But lo and behold, I get a flat, and I hadn't bought a jack yet, right? What I end up doing, this guy pulls over. He had a covered trailer, and that's another thing. A lot of guys out here, we all help each other, man. So he pulls over. He's got a covered trailer. I'm like, do you have a jack? He's like, actually, I don't. He's like, but I got some wood. And I'm thinking to myself, what are we gonna do with wood? And he showed me. It was a bunch of stacks of wood, maybe some 2x6s, and they were just 2x6s stacked to the height of two 6 to 8 inches. And basically he puts it in front of my front. It was the rear tire on the trailer. I got two axle. It was the rear tire. He put wood in front of that one, had me pull forward so the front tire goes on the wood, and it lifts the back tire just enough off the ground that we could take the tire off and change it. So again, or you can carry around ramps. But like I said, ramps take up a little bit more space. You get the plastic ones, they're not that heavy, but again, it may not even work for a trailer because the length, because of the axles being so close together. So again, wood. Carry around some wood. You can probably get away with getting like, if you got some 4x4s, posts, you cut them down to maybe 2 feet and put them together and screw them together with some pretty long lag bolts or something. Some of y'all understand what I'm saying, some of you may not, but again, having that wood, and I can show you the wood that I got. Having that wood can save you, especially like I said, if you got a jack, it ain't that necessary. But at the same time, like I said, you may want to be that good Samaritan guy and help out the next guy. Because this is the wood the guy gave me. Basically, this is the same wood. He gave it to me. He's like, you can keep it. So again, now I got it. It helps from time to time. I've had, like I said, get you 2 of these. It's more like a 4x6. But yeah, man, we basically stack that up, and that's how you can get it off the ground, and you're good. But that about wraps it up. I can't think of anything else. But if you got any of that stuff that I'm saying, that I'm mentioning right now, you're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be good. And like I said, that's another reason that I have the setup that I have instead of getting a rig, because I can fix this truck myself. I probably said this before in a different video, but yeah, that's the gist of it all. You want to be as hands-on as possible. You don't want to be sitting on the side of the road waiting to change a dang on flat. You know what I mean? Or your brakes, your trailer brakes ain't working because a wire got caught by some road debris and split it in half, and you can just get it together. So again, you want some black tape. Probably didn't mention that. So yeah, black tape. So wire cutters, wire nuts, and electrical tape. Get you some electrical tape. And keep that kit together, man. And y'all be safe out here, man. Y'all be safe out here, because I see some terrible wrecks. I'm sure you see them too if you're on this road. Even if you're not driving as a commercial driver, just in your regular car. I know you're out here on this highway traveling with your family. Y'all see some crazy stuff. I see some crazy stuff. And let's not be a part of that. And if I mean, we can't help it all. Some things are out of our hands, but what we can control, let's control it, man. Let's be safe out here. Get your stuff worked on. When you see a problem, fix it. Fix it. You see how fast these people go on this road behind me? It's just loud. But I appreciate y'all for the love, time, support, man. You could have been watching any videos out here. I appreciate you for watching mine. It does not go unappreciated, I promise. And again, I hope these things help you, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help the trucking community, the HotShot community. Like I said, let's be safe, let's make some money, and let's be able to enjoy it. So I'm out. Peace.